So I just got back from seeing it, and it was really great, except for when it wasn't. All the stuff with the kids was amazing. Actors were outstanding. I'd say better than Stranger Things, because since it's rated R, there's more of a leeway to say things that you can't say on a TV-14 show. But all the kid actors in this movie were phenomenal. I can't watch a sequel for this movie if these kids aren't in it, which I know they aren't gonna be, which is really sad, but whatever. Also, Finn Wolfhard as Richie was the funniest thing. This movie has unlimited quotable potential. It is really great. Everything with the kids is amazing. Even when they're put together with the clown, it's good. But this movie, no movie's perfect. So I gotta get to the clown. Oh boy. Mike Myers' Cat in the Hat is scarier than this clown. This movie is shot in a way that it's trying to be a modern horror movie still. And I know all the reviews are good, and I expected a modern horror movie, and I got it. But if you remove all of the modern horror movie aspects from it, it's an amazing film. Some of the best stuff I've seen this year. The kid stuff was amazing, like I said. Everything but the clown was good. That's pretty much it. Pennywise's performance, I think, if you gave this script to Tim Curry, it would have been a lot better. The only thing bad about Tim Curry is the scenes where he's all, You know the one I'm talking about. The one where he's in the library and he tells a pun and then just goes, for like 5 minutes straight. It's, the writing for this movie was great, but the modern horror aspect of it was not. Because, there's jump scares. I hate that. I don't hate it because, oh look, you got scared. They're not scares, they're startles. This movie tried too hard, and if you're not startled by it, it's hilarious. Which I guess makes sense because he's a clown. But the whole time he's just shaking his head back and forth, like he's having a seizure, and it's going, woo! He could have said ooga booga, and it's the same thing. It's not scary. It's just loud noise, and then he's running. The implication is scary. In the context of the scene, it's scary. You don't need loud noise. You don't need to be all quiet beforehand. You just need it to be creepy and unsettling, which it is. You don't need to add all of this on top of it to try to scare the audience. I know you'd have people going, ooh, I wasn't scared, but you have a great movie on top of the scares. You don't need that. It's really disheartening, because this movie could have been really, really high on my list. But it's not because of the jump scares, because of the obvious jump scares and the obvious CGI that they used. And the performance of I don't know his name, I'm too lazy to Google, but the performance for Pennywise, because his voice, I guess, fits, and his performance does work, except when it doesn't, and that's all due to his acting plus the editing. The editing doesn't fit with his acting. If you just left it straight up on screen, it would have been great. Really, it would have. But there's a scene where the camera just is snapped to his head, so it's always centered in the middle of the screen while he's doing like clown Gangnam Style, and I don't like it. It's not fun, and it's not good with the clown. Also, the jump scares suck, still. And there's one that got me, and the rest were funny, but don't have jump scares in this movie. It's much better than that. It is much better than jump scares. You have a great film already. It's like you took Stand By Me and just added a bunch of jump scares with a clown. Don't do that. At all. Please. It could have been so much better than it was. But when I say that, I don't mean it's bad. It is one of the best movies I've seen this year. I'd say it's better than the Marvel movies that came out. In terms of objectivity and subjectivity. Because the acting from the child actors and their performances and their chemistry and how they bounce off of each other is the best stuff I've seen this year. Better than Baby Driver, better than anything. Dunkirk, except the modern horror movie junk that they threw into it. That's my only gripe. Don't do that. That's not how you... That's how you bring teenagers into it, but not people who want to see the movie on its own merits. Bill Skarsgård as the clown. He worked and he didn't work. All the child actors worked really well. They were amazing and phenomenal, and they all deserve Oscars, honestly. Andy... What's his name? Andy Mustache? Come on, load. Cool, IMDb's not loading, so... Oh, where is it? Andy Maschietti. Is his name legit Andy Maschietti? Muschietti. Andy Maschietti. Andy Maschietti did a great job at directing it, except for the jump scares. Didn't need that. And there's a few parts in the tone that went all weird, like they had a 80s rock music, which would have worked if you set that up through the whole movie and not just a few specific scenes. The writers did a fantastic job, and also did a really smart move, which was not include all the child sex. That's great. It's not even implied, and it fits really well. Also, this is set in the 80s and not the 50s, but whatever, it's fine. That means you could have... Oh no. Are they gonna do the sequel set now? Oh no. Oh no. I just realized this and I'm sad. They're gonna do the sequel set now. Why? No. And yes, there's gonna be a sequel. Spoiler alert, I guess. Whatever. 8 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if they didn't have the jump scare stuff. That's the only thing I didn't like. I don't understand how it did that. It's not... Also, I saw Hitman's Bodyguard after that. Hitman's Bodyguard's a movie. Christ. Alright. See you guys next week. Joel likes a movie, but he's disappointed when he records the review.